Hey guys! What's this? A video on Wednesday?
Yes, it is, because from now on we will upload twice a week, so on Wednesday and on Friday. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes, but before we do, in this video we're also going to talk about, will Disneyland Paris get a MagicBand? So before we get to that topic, we wanted to explain to you why we are suddenly uploading on Wednesdays as well. It's because we would like to also talk with you guys about some other subjects, such as, for example, trailer reactions, but also
restaurants, in better reviews on restaurants, what we think about it, news items that we think are interesting.
And also maybe answering some questions of you guys, like a Q&A. So these are things that we hardly can ever do when we're walking around in Disneyland Paris.
Yeah.
So we thought it would be fun to upload on Wednesday and do it here in our nice home studio. So now you know that you can also tune in on Wednesdays and check out our videos. So, okay. Without further ado, let's start with answering the question, will Disneyland Paris get a MagicBand?
Well, that's quite easy. I can say no. But that's too short, of course. We're gonna get into detail why Disneyland Paris opted for something else. And actually, what is a MagicBand if you've never been to Walt Disney World?
Yeah. Because if you have only been to Disneyland Paris, for example, you're not familiar with the MagicBand. And well, we had the opportunity to go to Walt Disney World 3 years ago, which is already such a long time ago, but at least we've been there. And
and we're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Someday.
Yes, we're not. It wasn't our last time or anything. So at that time we also had a MagicBand, and I've got it right here. This was my MagicBand. What is the MagicBand? Well, in America, the MagicBand is used for multiple things. You can, for example, open your hotel door with it. You can use it for your meal plan credits.
You can use it as cash when it's connected to your credit card.
It's also your entry ticket to the park.
Very important. And you can get your fast passes with it.
Those are just a few of the things you can do with your MagicBand. There is a whole buzz around it because everybody wants to have the MagicBand. Also in Disneyland Paris, everybody is asking about it. Will we get the MagicBand? Why isn't there a MagicBand in Disneyland Paris yet?
Yeah, it would be easy because if you have a MagicBand here in Disneyland Paris, maybe you can use it in Walt Disney World as well, or maybe even in Anaheim or Shanghai or Tokyo, or maybe on a Disney cruise or...
Yeah, of course. I mean, you can get crazy by thinking of all the possibilities if these things were connected. However, there are also some controversies around the MagicBand maybe you haven't thought about yet. Because Disney can track you when you are walking around carrying your MagicBand. They can see where you walk or what you had for dinner, what you paid for everything. I mean, they can track everything.
How long you're standing in line, how long it gets you from, let's say, the entrance to the Haunted Mansion, and from the Haunted Mansion into Rock and Roller Coaster in the other park, or...
Yeah. So they can track these things. Is that really a bad thing? I don't know. I mean, if you are really into your privacy, maybe you don't like the idea of them tracking you. But on the other hand, it's also easier for Disney World to improve the park when they have more information about how guests use the park. So for the future, it might be better for them if they can track you.
Yeah.
Well, that being said, what does Disneyland Paris have that kind of looks like, no, not really looks like, but is almost the same as the MagicBand?
They got a card, a plastic credit card thingy. Well, not even a credit card, it's not even dented, so embossed with your name or Disney park. It's just a blank card like you have in the for your hotel key now, but it replaces several things. You have at the moment, when you have a Disneyland hotel, you get the Hotel Easy Pass, which is your entry ticket for the park if you book the hotel with tickets. And it's also the Easy Pass is also used for your fast passes. And you have at the moment those paper big thingy meal plans.
The vouchers.
The vouchers, which you have to carry around all day, and that's a bit bulky, and that's all being replaced by the
Magic Pass.
Magic Pass.
Yeah.
So you got one card, which is your entry ticket, your ticket to get your fast passes at the normal fast pass booth. It's your meal plan, and
sometimes it's also your room key.
Yeah, in
some hotels.
Some hotels, it's also your hotel key. Yeah.
Now, what is like Sven said when he started this story, it's just plastic.
Nah.
Yeah, not really credit card. It's just a plastic, card. Let's call it a card. But the thing with the MagicBand is that, and I think that's the biggest difference why people still would like to have the MagicBand to Disneyland Paris, is that you can distinguish yourself with the MagicBand. Even though everybody wears a MagicBand, you can still distinguish yourself from it. For example, your name is in it. If you get one, you can ask. They ask you what would you like to have in the inside of your MagicBand. This one says Elise. Of course, that's my name. But you can just choose whatever you want. You can
Batman.
You can put some. What's the name of these? Yeah.
Dingle hoppers.
I cannot get them off.
Oh, yeah. Luckily.
Sometimes
I
they
lost
fell.
mine.
Yeah, you lost a lot of these. Yeah, but you can put them on your MagicBand to make them more your own.
Yeah.
And you can even be creative. This is what I did when we went, and I made my own bow, and I made them so that you could wear them. Let's do this quickly. You can wear them around your MagicBand, and it looked really cute when I was wearing it, you see?
And she has several.
I have several from almost all the Disney princesses. I made these, and that was awesome. And I got a lot of cute, nice, wonderful response from the characters, so that was awesome. It's a little bit weird to walk around with a bow without attached to anything in particular.
And at the time that we were there in Disney World, this is the old type. There's a new version of it. It's a little bit bigger, but you can peel out the center section and have it as a keychain if you don't want to wear a band of it. Florida, it's warm, can be a little bit sweaty, so you can peel the center, the
core, the actual that you need.
Chip, the chip, take it out. Yeah. Have it as a key cord. They are in several standard colors, and when you are at the Walt Disney World parks, they even have more with prints and
limited edition. Sorry, you wanted to say that.
Limited editions.
It's true. You can have, if your favorite character is, for example, Mickey Mouse, you can buy a special Mickey Mouse one. Even if you're there for the Food and Wine Festival, for example, you can get a Food and Wine Festival version.
Epcot versions,
so
Animal Kingdom versions.
Well, we were so happy already with our regular MagicBand. We didn't buy one, but maybe in the future we will.
Yeah.
But can you imagine that the whole buzz around the MagicBand is so much more than just a key, a way to pay. And then the Magic Pass in Disneyland Paris is actually quite boring. Plus, you have to return it when you leave the park. It's true. You have to return it. So even if you would be able to personalize it, you still have to
give it back.
Yeah. So
there goes the magic.
Yeah.
They're smart. It's like pin trading 2.0.
Yeah, because you want to have them all. And also the limited edition ones. Okay, so this was what we could say about the MagicBand versus the Magic Pass in Disneyland Paris.
Does the Magic Pass in Disneyland Paris feel the same like the MagicBand in Disney World? No. Is it as convenient? At the moment, not. What we heard and what we're hoping for is that you have the same convenience on the Magic Pass as on the MagicBand. So you can connect it to your credit card and you don't have to take any money or bank passes into the park. It's just your card.
And you don't need anything else.
No, not all the hotels are into the Magic Pass at the moment.
It's true, yeah. But maybe you have experience with the Magic Pass, so please let us know in the comments down below what your experience is. Are you happy about it? Are you not? Tell us your story. We are very looking forward to read what you have to say.
Yeah.
And now to close this video, we would like to end every Wednesday video with answering 3 questions. Yeah. So Sven, which one are we going to answer?
Well, okay, this question is in Dutch from Thijssen de Blik. Thijssen?
Yeah. Oh, our cat, he has left us a message. He's so intelligent.
Must be a different Thijssen.
I think so.
Yeah, the question is, I'll translate it in English right away. Oh, I'm so happy for you. That was a response to our video we put up last week in the Disneyland Hotel. I've got a question. What kind of camera do you use, and what were the things in your ears?
Well, the camera that we use, we have several cameras. The one that I mostly use is the Canon G7X, the Mark II, the very common vlog camera that apparently everybody's using. And we have also like a handle underneath it, so I can just walk around vlogging. So it's very handy.
A little small foldable tripod.
It's a compact camera, and that foldable thing is also a tripod, so it's very nice. And and you are mostly walking around with?
I'm mostly using my Samsung Note 8, and in combination with the Zhiyun Smooth 4 gimbal, which is just around here. So that's this one, and it's handy. It was a choice between the DJI gimbal and this one, and what I like about this one, it was cheaper.
You like that?
Dutch. Mm-hmm. And it has this clip thingy that if it's not in use, you can click it and it holds mostly still, so it's not wobbling all over the place.
Yeah. Okay, and the thing that we had in our ears, that was there were actually the earplugs through which we could hear the tour guide. Yeah. So that's what we had in our ears. Yeah. So
that was nice.
Thank you, Thijssen, for your question. This one is from Jamila, and she says, we bought a day card from Disney to Paris, 5 zones, just 12 euros a person. And this is a response to our from Disneyland Paris to Paris by train video. The video we made was specifically made for people who wanted, just like us, getting around Paris. So not just go to Paris and then straight back, but to be able to move within Paris and go to different subways and use the public transport, not only for that one destination, but to be able to look around. Yeah,
for a whole day.
Yeah. So, and that's some confusion that came along after the video. So this was not something, this was intentional, not a mistake. Yeah. But yeah, we are aware of this, and thank you for letting us know, and also for our viewers who wants to know.
So so in short, if you know exactly where you want to go, and you only want to go over that specific spot in Paris, then it's cheaper to get a one-way or a return ticket for that specific train station. But if you want to go wander around the whole day in Paris and get off the train in Montmartre and then travel by train or subway to the other side of town, then you need the 5 zones.
Yeah.
The last question for today, that's from Naomi Manders. And it's about our video we made about the sale, 50% off. And I don't suppose it's still sale this June. Well, Naomi, the biggest sale is in January, but throughout the year there are things on sale. So, and if stock doesn't get sold in sale fast enough, wow, what a sentence. It can be longer on sale, so be on the lookout for the discount tags, and there's always something at the cashier which is on sale, or if you buy for a certain amount of money that you can get a discount on. Something nice.
When we are there in January, we mostly have sale, and then when we are there in summer, then there's a lot of spring sale is on sale. Yeah, remember when we were in September, there were a lot of summer things on sale. The vitamins were on maybe twice a year there's a big sale. That makes more sense to me. So probably then in January and in August, September. But Sven is right. You just have to be on the lookout, and they always have something on sale. Something on sale. So yeah.
So well, this was it for this first weekly Wednesday video.
Yeah, we had the name for that, Sven. We thought about a name. We said, this is See You in Main Street Wednesday. Nee, See You in Main Street on Wednesday. Wednesday. This is Welcome to See You on Wednesday in Main Street. If you got a good name for us for the Wednesdays, please let us know, because we are struggling, as you can. Well, guys, we hope that you are excited for our 2 uploads a week from now on. We hope to hear from you in the comments about it, and hope that you are excited just like we are.
Yeah.
So,
well, it's the end. It's over. And maybe next time we'll see you in Main Street. Bye. Can we do the end again? You're still here?
It's over.
It's over.
Go home.